Hi, in this video I will provide a comprehensive demonstration of the Report Generator app, showcasing its capabilities through common use case scenarios. You'll learn how to turn your Monday.com data into beautiful professional reports, and how to automate those reports to streamline your workflow and boost productivity. You have 4 powerful ways to build your reports. 1. The board report. Export your board view in a tabular format, including all data, items, and colors. 2. The visual report builder. Simply add elements like charts, tables, and text with just a few clicks. 3. Predefined templates. Enjoy smart column mapping for a fast start. 4. Design a docx from scratch. Customize everything. Add your logo, change fonts and colors, whatever you need. Watch your report come to life with a real-time preview. And once you're ready, you can download it, send it via email to your team or clients, save it directly to your Monday.com board, or trigger automations for seamless delivery. Schedule daily, weekly, or monthly reports with automated delivery. No more copy-pasting. Ready to transform your reporting process? Let's get started. So, this board manages the data for one specific project. You will find all tasks grouped by different project phases, including their status, planned time, effort, and so on. From this board, we want to create a daily status report that is sent to the manager via email every afternoon. Now, this is where the Report Generator app comes into play. We switch to the Report Generator view, and what you see in the real-time preview is the board report. Using this drop-down, you can switch between the board report, predefined templates, your own saved templates, or upload a new one. For this use case, there are 2 options that will get you to a result as quickly as possible, using the board report or the report builder. We'll start with the board report. Think of the board report as a large screenshot of your entire board. You can export your board view in a tabular format, sorted by your groups, including all data, items, and colors. But you can also group and filter the view to your own needs. In our example, we want to display all tasks from this project grouped by status, along with the key metrics. For this, we can simply use the board report and group it by status. On the left, you can see a live preview of your board report. Specify which columns you want to include in the table. All columns from your Monday.com board will be displayed here. Then you'll find another interesting option, applying a board filter. You can use board filters to narrow down the information you want to be included in your reports. To do so, you click on Filter in the header bar of your board view and select and save your filter settings. In this example, the filter is set to only include items where the column Planned Timeline is not empty. When we check on Apply Board Filter, the PDF report will only contain these filtered items, as you can see in the preview of your document. And that's already it. As soon as you are happy with your report, you can download your report by clicking in the top right corner of the preview. This is, by the way, also where you could customize your report. You can make adjustments by downloading and re-uploading the template again in this view. The Report Generator app creates a docx template in the background on which your report is based. This template puts placeholders in the relevant places where you want to insert data from your boards. Additionally, there are placeholders for tables, charts, colors, and so on. This gives you the freedom to customize your template's design, such as adding logos, headers, footers, or changing the design of the table. We won't go into further detail on customization or creating a docx from scratch in this video, but you can find many explanations on this in our Help Center. Besides downloading the template, you also have the option to define actions and automations. We want to send the report to the manager. This is why you either are the manager, and thus the user who creates the document, or you put in the email address of the manager right here. If you want, you can also change the name of your template. By default, all documents will also be saved in the list of all generated documents. You can now decide whether you want to execute the actions just once or use them to set up an automation. In this example, we want to add an automation that triggers the creation of the daily report every afternoon at 6 p.m. So, to round it up, we will opt for Set up an automation, and we need to follow one more step. Click on Integrate, search for PDF Report Generator, and select it. You will find different automation recipes. To conclude the example we just started, we opt for the time period integration, and we specify that every day at 6 p.m. we want to generate a status report based on the PDF Report Generator recipe Daily Status Report. Add the integration to your board, and that's it. Report Generator will send out your daily project report with all current data every afternoon without you having to do a thing. Let's say we want a report like this, but also add a chart to it. Now, let's go back to the start and take a closer look at the report builder. With this option, you can easily put together your report using various elements such as tables, charts, and text blocks. First, decide on the format of your report. Do you want it to be landscape or horizontal? Then you can directly enter the name of your report by overwriting the existing name. Now I would like to add a short introductory text. You can also access placeholders or format your texts here. Next, we'll add a table. This view may already be familiar to you as it is similar to the options in the board report. Here, decide which data and columns you want to display in the table and how you want to group them. Again, you can activate a board filter and even display some columns for each group. If you want, you can also set a sorting. For example, sort your data in the table by the due date. Click on Save to save your table as an element in the report builder. Now let's add a chart. Yes, Report Generator enables you to generate charts based on data from your Monday.com board. Add a new element chart and assign a name for your chart. Select the type of chart you want to create. Determine which data you want to display on the Y and X axes. Select the calculation function that serves your use case. And if you're ready, save the chart. Again, you get a real-time preview of your report, including the table and the chart we just added. If all elements are added, take a look at your preview. We can refine the template by customizing it again, use it for further actions and automations, or simply download it. We now created 2 example reports on board level, which means that we output all items from the entire board. Now we take another quick look at an item level example that only uses data from a single item. For example, the simple project status report, including data regarding risks and project health. Imagine we have a board managing all Q2 projects in a portfolio. This board includes mirror columns and data from other boards, such as these risks. For one particular project in this board, we now want to create a project status report. And every time the status of a project in my portfolio changes to completed, I want to automatically generate this report and save it to a file column in my board. Let's walk through the process. For this use case, we can use one of our predefined templates. These are ready-to-use report templates that you can use directly in the app. And we are always working on adding new ones, so there are more to come. When you select the template in the app, you'll see the columns available for this report. If we detect matching columns in your board, we'll assign them directly. All other columns need to be assigned manually. On the other side, you get the real-time preview again. So I assign my own Monday.com fields to all the columns present in the template. And now also select for which item, in our case a project, I want to create this report. As soon as I am happy with how my report looks, I could define actions and automations. When defining the actions, I go for the option Save to File column. Here you could choose the file column from your board where you want your generated PDF report to be saved. To complete this use case, we need to set up an automation for the item level example. Click on Integrate, search for PDF report generator and select it. In this case, we opt for the status change automation. Fill out all parameters, add the integration to your board, and that's it. Changing your status to completed will now trigger the creation of a document and save it to the file column. And that was our quick tour through the Report Generator app. Since all reports are based on docx templates, your creative options are limitless. You can customize and include almost everything. Here's a quick overview of the supported features. You can include chart widgets, sub-items, mirror columns, formulas, date formatting, custom fonts, automation recipes, apply board filters. You have a group by feature. You can add subfields, colors from your boards, data from other boards. You have sharing options, and you are also able to define user permissions. From chaos to clarity, try PDF Report Generator now and transform your Monday.com data into beautiful PDF reports with ease. And if this still feels a bit overwhelming, we are here to assist. Just drop us a message at support@towerapps.com and we are always happy to help.